Look, you should do the following. You need to place your front foot raised with the instep near the shin. Okay, next, what we're going to do is notice with the back leg keeping the instep elevated. I want you to take a step back and start flexing while maintaining balance. Pay attention, maintaining balance until you reach down with the knee, stand up, and repeat. Let's take a step back while maintaining balance and flex, 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 flex until reaching down with the knee. Okay, let's do it at least 5 times. In your case, you can do it 5 times with each leg. Very good. Hold, 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 and up. Very good, but there's something else that happens when we have short calf muscles in the body, and it's that if the calf muscle puts us on tiptoes when we want to walk, what happens is it opposes our forward movement, pushing the body backward. The most commonly chosen strategy to avoid this deceleration is opening. It's opening of the foot, because with short calf muscles, we can walk without any problem. However, it also has many consequences. The hips are not healthy, the knees are not healthy, and walking with this gait angle is actually quite unhealthy. What we're going to do to prevent it is the following. You're going to place a band, a membrane like this stretched on the floor, or you can also use the lines of the floor tiles directly. We're going to place one foot next to it, and I want you to have the inner edge of the foot aligned with the membrane. Note, not the outer edge. This would be totally incorrect, the inner edge. We're going to do the same with the other foot, and I simply invite you to walk at a comfortable speed. Not too fast either, just walk while maintaining this gait angle, which is what we know as a neutral gait angle. You can connect several membranes, or more easily, if you have tiles on the floor of your house, you can use these lines to train walking with a neutral gait angle, which is very important to maintain. On the other hand, something that happens and is related to the first thing with that lack of cushioning is that the knees lose the ability to flex. They lose the ability to flex. So, a good exercise we can do to avoid this problem is what we see on the screen. We're going to go forward and backward because we have to associate and understand to give the information to the brain that when we hit the heel in front, what follows is a flexion of the knee. Because this is very dangerous, it generates a lot of impact and also many compressive problems of the patella on the femur. The famous patellofemoral pain syndrome mainly comes from this problem. So, I repeat, we're going to do the exercise several times. We're going to do it several times. Heel strike, flexion. Heel strike, flexion. This exercise, called lunge, is not so much a lunge in itself, but we also have to consider that we're focusing on the heel striking first. So, it's a modified lunge. Okay. And due to this effect of opening the gait angle that we also know is acquired with age, what we find is a lot of inability to regain the internal rotation position of the hips. For this, there's nothing better than favoring joint space in our groins. Therefore, favoring internal rotation. See how we're going to do it. It's very easy. You're just going to sit on the same mat you'll be using. Sit down and separate your hips a little. If you have any problems with groin pain, hip osteoarthritis, etc., in this case, you have to open your legs more. And on the other hand, if you're a person who hasn't experienced these changes yet, you can close your legs a little more. Okay, very good. Next, keeping your hands supporting behind. Let your legs rotate, and always without any pain. Notice that I'm not lifting the pelvis. No, it's not a pure movement of the hips. We're going to rotate as far as they go, and then we're going to go to the other side. We're going to the other side. If you think this exercise is too gentle for you, then you can go all the way. And once you get here, let's look at my right leg. Once you get here, what you can do is raise the heel to favor this internal rotation. Raise the heel to favor internal rotation. On the other hand, something that happens as a result of this problem, and also others, is that our lumbar spine, our lower back, naturally presents a curve, and this curve tends little by little to become straightened. Maintaining this curvature, which is like a kind of spring that also relates to shock absorption, is very important. I'm going to give you what I consider the best exercise to promote both the recovery and the maintenance of the lumbar curvature. For this, you have to use a band, but in this case, a hoop-type band like this one we have here in my hands. Notice what I'm doing. We're going to place it behind, at the height of the lumbar spine. Lower or higher? Well, quite low, because this is the first area that begins to loosen when we experience changes. And now what we're going to do from this position is to go into quadruped. We're going to put our hands in contact with the floor and we're going to perform the following movement. Notice, I'm going to let the band act, see how my back arches, and then I'm going to try to stretch the band, pushing with my abdomen, pushing with my back upwards. Very slowly, we're letting it fall. We're letting it fall. We're letting it fall until we reach the joint limit, always without pain, and we go up. We go down slowly. And again we go up. We continue. We continue. We're going to do it for at least half a minute. And up again. Once you've done these exercises, it's important that you do a small additional exercise of introspection and think about how your body has turned out. Do I have the ability to put my feet at a neutral angle? Have my hips regained some range of internal rotation? What about my back? Am I still straightened? Am I still hunched over? Or have I already regained an upright posture? Simply stand up and feel your body's position, seeking hip rotation, a slightly posterior posture of your body, the arched position of the back, and from there, continue with your life, but yes, with a good posture. I hope this video has helped you and many more people who, unable to avoid it, will tend to develop this aging of the musculoskeletal system.